Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. I welcome you in this series of Things of the Spirit. As I made a promise previously about how do you know that your gift, your calling is birthed through the bloodline altars, um, maybe I will track it back, remind you what I said about the calling or the gift from my own perspective. That your gift is what you honor your Creator, the Lord, with. Serve the Lord through your gifts. That could be loving or unconditional love, kindness, gentleness, compassion, empathy, peace, and wisdom. Oh, yes, wisdom. And I also made a scriptural example. But remember, this is not about religion. It's thinking out of box, outside of religion, because we existed long before religion, right? As a spirit being, okay? So now I'm going to help you find out whether your calling is a true calling. Because many of us, our calling, what we call a calling, is tormenting, is heavily burdened, is overwhelming, and you don't feel fulfilled in that line of calling. Some people are intercessors and they call it's a calling, while others are preachers, others are apostles, prophets, evangelists, religiously. So now you want to think of someone who is not religious. Where does that particular person fall in? Does this person means he or she does not have a purpose in life? We all have a purpose. We all have a purpose in this world. So now, when I talk of the bloodline altars, I would want to share something that might be very controversial, but it's okay. You need to hear it. There are gifts or calling, rather, let me use the word calling, that you know from your father side or mother side, there was someone who was a pastor or an evangelist or a prophet. Your father, your mother side, your maternal or paternal side, you know the religious background that there was someone among the family members who was seen to be someone religiously so, and or traditionally was a sangoma, was whatever the position they may be in the religious context or traditional context. So now they are no more. And it happened, they said to you, because of your dreams, you keep on dreaming about this person. And you are being told that, look, you have to carry on with the gift. You have been given this gift from your maternal side or from your paternal side. And you see yourself being tormented by this gift, by this calling. Until you surrender to this call, there is nothing that goes on with your life. Okay, sharp. I'm going to read with you. I'm going to support this, especially if you're religious, especially if you know the Bible. My interpretation is, as I said, your gift was planted in your soul, and you are going to serve your Creator, the Lord, with that gift. It does not require any religious form or traditional form for you to utilize it and serve your Creator. It does not even requires your status, your religious status quo, whether being holy, righteous, or what. It has been planted. It has been there long before, right? I can make an example. There was a man called Solomon who has many wives or concubines. He only asked one thing, and that one thing that he asked saved a soul. He asked for a wisdom, and it was a gift that was well pleasing unto his God that he asked. He did not ask many. And he used that wisdom to serve his own God. Now, the ancient gods, the gods of the dark world, the gods of our forefathers manipulated and deceived many of us into believing and disobeying our Creator and being misaligned, using our past beloved. My mom passed on, my dad passed on. Now, when the ancient gods, the gods of the dark world, who has been reigning in both my maternal and paternal, comes through the dreams, showing me that I am an evangelist, I am a prophetess, I am a prophet, I'm a whatever. Or even going to an extent of showing me, the traditional uniform or attire or regard. You end up asking yourself, is that my line of life of worship? And you fall for the trap. Because they bring the spirit realm or the spirit world will bring the face of someone who you are familiar with to manipulate you. The spirit world, the ancient gods, the gods of the dark world will not bring something you will not be able to relate to. Will bring someone or something that you will relate to for you to fall into a trap. Hence, there's a need for you to have a spirit of truth to discern. Because you can have a spirit, but the question is, which spirit is that? Here is a scriptural reference for those who knows the Bible. Lucifer used or disputed over the body of Moses. The aim was to make sure that he's going to use it to manipulate believers using the face of Moses. And people say, I've seen Moses in my dreams. He came and he gave me the Bible. The ancient gods, the gods of the dark world, are able to mask behind the Bible, are able to mask behind religion. What seemed to be so holy can use it and manipulate you. In that book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 9, this is where you find that a story where Lucifer was disputing to find the body of Moses. He used the iniquity of Moses. But Michael, it says Michael, the archangel, fought for the body of Moses. So just think about this. What about your grandma? What about your mother? What about your father? What about your forefathers? What about them? What if the dreams you are having is the ancient gods, the gods of the dark world that wants you to follow the wayward ways of worship and you be misaligned and lose your main purpose why you are alive? And you are running after this thing called a calling. You are a worshiper. It's good. But the question is, who are you worshiping? You are an intercessor. It's good. But who are you inspired by? Who inspired you? Who is backing you up? You are an evangelist. You are the prophet. Which spirit are you using to prophesy? Why are you so tormented? Why does it seem like it's heavy on your soul? Why does it seem like it's heavy on your spirit? Why are you not fulfilled in that line of a worshiper, in that line of a prophet, in that line of an evangelist, in that line of being a sangoma? Yes. Look deep. Which altar is your gift coming from? Is it a gift birthed through the bloodline? Or is a gift that was planted long before and you are just being hijacked? Because remember, there are spiritual hitchhikers. They are out there manipulating and deceiving people's minds, making sure that you are misaligned and you lose focus. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Stay tuned as I unpacked and we share together things of the Spirit.